Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. My name is Jules, and welcome to the premiere of a new streaming platform here. It will be called Nefarious Ms. Stories. My name is Jules, and I have my co-host here, Pete. We will be doing a collaboration on this channel. I would like to ask everyone to please do hit a like, subscribe, and jump into the chat box, please. And so we're going to start talking a little bit about what we're going to do here. First of all, I want to introduce myself. Many of you may know me from my channel, Jules Treasures at Area 5T1. And I know some of my subs will be in here, but this is a second channel for me with a collaboration with my friend Heat. So now we're going to find out the word on the heat.
Hi, it's nice to meet everybody. I'd like to welcome you on my new journey. This is my first time on a live stream, and I'm very excited to go on this journey with everybody. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a lot of cold cases, crime, unsolved crimes, of course, with the cold cases, affairs that turn deadly, any type of hauntings, anything like that. We're going to go, find places from around the country, and we're going to investigate them and give you what we found on them, our take onto it and our spin onto it.
So today, if you are joining us here, we will, be doing pretty much the who, what, when, or why, and how of this channel. So, that's pretty much the who we are. And, my friend Heat here did kind of tell you what the channel will be about. As we stated, it will we will be going visiting different places that have had maybe paranormal activity, hauntings, and maybe in fact, today we started our first one, which was in the present, but we will be posting it in the future, which is next week, which today will be the past. So we're going to get a little back to the future on you here. But we will be having some fun like that. And as he has stated, we will be traveling around the country to do a lot of these episodes. We will be, taking suggestions on any, thing you would like to see for us to investigate. We're game here. So that is, about what the channel is going to be today. Like I said, we started on our first one. We are, having lots of fun with it already. So, like I said, feel free to jump into the chat box with us. Everyone is welcome in here. One thing we are going to ask respectfully is to keep basically political and religious, talk out of, and not in our channel. So it seems to be sometimes a heated topic in certain areas. So, and I've seen even on my streams where I have people with trauma from one of them. So we respectfully ask that we keep, those two topics will not be discussed on this channel. Hey, Letty, how's it going? Glad to see you here. We got one of my subs in here. There she is right there. Good afternoon, Jules and Heat. I'm here like I promised yesterday's stream. I'm excited for you in the new channel. So Go ahead. You can.
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure everything out here. This is my first time, so trying to connect because I'd like to thank Letty for joining us
hmm
today. Um, but I don't see. I'm gonna have to look. You're gonna have to show me how to do this. How I can respond back to them because I respond back to them like typing
Yeah.
or should I just?
You can down at the. You can talk with them. Okay, guys. This is Heat's first live stream ever. So she's hearing you right now. It's like you're on TV.
Oh,
Okay, so
oh,
she's hearing everything you.
sorry.
You don't need to
I'm
type
sorry.
anything. Okay,
Okay.
so
Um, yes, I would like to thank you though for joining us and supporting us. And like I said, I'm looking forward to our journey with everybody. And any suggestions or anything, please don't hesitate to let us know. If you feel we're doing something wrong and you have any suggestions to make our channel better, we're more than receptive to it. Again, I'd like to say thank you.
yeah. So today, just to kind of give you guys a little heads up, today we did start, like I was saying, our first little, doing some research on our first uh, stream that
Our
we're going to do
first
next week.
episode.
Yeah, our first episode. What we went and looked up was what they call the Mesa. Uh, we're going to call them the Mesa Unalivings um, here in New Mexico, in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And we did go up to the memorial site. We were trying to figure out where one of the suspects lived in the woods, but we couldn't find that location. And we were trying to really research it. So we were having fun with it. It will definitely be an interesting channel. Um, we can look at many different things. Hopefully, as many of you know, my subscribers know that I will be moving to San Diego soon. We may try to get a trip into Roswell, kind of look up this topic right here. I don't know if we'll get that, but we can always do it some other time. We do plan on traveling a lot. We have looked up a lot of, um, you know, haunting cases. I know even in San Diego we have several places that do have um, some hauntings. So I do want to do some research on that. Um, so it's going to be a fun channel as we will be traveling and showing lots of the U.S. and never know, maybe we'll end up in another country um, one day.
Yeah, you never know. I'm game for anything. As he said,
Uh,
he's moving. We're both in New Mexico right now. In Albuquerque, we live right next to each other. He's moving to San Diego, and about a month later after that, I'll be moving to Las Vegas, Nevada. So me and him will only be about 4 hour drive apart. And I think what is it, Jules? Like a hour flight.
our flight um, and um, and 5 hour drive.
Yeah. So we'll be close enough to be able to do things together, and there might be episodes where I do the outside investigations, and then we'll go behind the scenes and put everything together, and you know like I'll get the pictures or he'll get the pictures, and then we'll investigate the whole thing together with everything else. I'm really looking forward to doing it. I think we're going to enjoy this show, and I hope you're happy with our performance.
Yeah, actually, I thought of another one that I know I've done it on my channel, but I think it'll be cool to really go and look through it. Is the Denver International Airport. I don't know if you've
That
ever
would
looked at
be
one.
I would 100% be willing to do that with you. That's I read a lot about that, so I already know a lot about that. But
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, the blue horse,
Lucifer.
yeah, Lucifer. There's a lot of history there and a lot of you know, I don't know if you want to call them conspiracy theories but we could definitely go investigate them.
Yeah, yeah,
But it's all about what we found, and then you could decide for yourself. We're gonna try and be as non-biased. We're just gonna put the information out there and let you guys decide.
especially like the case that we started looking at today. The case is a cold case. Uh, they have suspects, but they don't know who the exact killer was.
Yeah,
Um,
they never actually got the some of the people that, like, how could I say this? Like, one of the suspects was unalived himself. So they don't have like the DNA to be able to do that, because in New Mexico you're not allowed to take, they have to be arrested and stuff like that for them to take DNA. But as we're speaking now, which I think is very interesting, they did put a bill through that I think it passed the House, and I passed one of them or something, and it's on its way to going through. When that passes, they'll be able to do DNA and put DNA in a, like a computer system on deceased people. So that might actually bring justice and actually have a real answer once that happens. But as for now, they don't have those answers.
hey, Yadira, welcome. Glad to have you here. Yadira, we're going to try to get you on as a mod here. In fact, I'm trying to play with it, see if I can do it, because we are going through StreamYard, and since we're on the, you know, uh, on a different channel. I know we don't have you as a mod on here yet. I am trying to play with that right now. Yadira is one of my moderators. And she will get people that do put any type of hate comments, anything like that, like even before their comment comes on the screen. I
Yes,
don't
we
understand.
want this to be fun, and we want this to be enjoyable for everybody watching and us. So um, we just want it to be fun. We want to have a good time with this, and we want you to have a good time also.
Yeah,
But
and yeah,
nice to
so
meet you, Yadira. Did I
she's
pronounce that correctly?
Yadira. Yeah, she does a fantastic job. Her and Jason. Probably after the stream, what we're gonna have to do, I'll have to do is jump in to the actual YouTube site and add her on as a mod, because her and Jason do fantastic. I also have another one, but she doesn't come on a lot, but she's really good. But we'll definitely do Nadir and Jason, because they'll just uh, filter everything out. Excellent. And actually, and this is where we get a lot of the people questioning things, because people will come in and say, why are you just deleting these comments? There's freedom of speech, there's no censorship. But when it's coming in and spreading hate, saying stuff that is, you can see what she's putting there, that she does say no spam, no racism, homophobia, transphobia, no religion pushing, stuff like that. But it's good because it kind of sets, what we want it to be. Um, and she, in that way, we set the boundary. And, it's like going to a business and they have a sign that you can't, you know,
Yeah.
take something
and
in,
and this isn't like, this is, yeah, it's a it's a show, to get people's mind working and stuff like that. It's not a debating place or anything like
Mhm.
that. So
um, so some of the things that we already, like I said, we have one topic in the works. Actually, we already have brainstormed a lot of them, but we do welcome other suggestions. Um,
it's actually called the Bone Collector. That's
yeah, this is
of New
we're gonna,
West.
yeah, we started on the bone collector today, the New Mexico bone collector. Um, So that's going to be a fun one. I've already got, we started AI doing some, actually, I've already have pulled up some information with it, which is pretty interesting. What pops up, it gives me all the names, and we actually saw the names at the memorial. So, and it gives you the names of the suspects on this AI summary that I got. Letty, we will be doing both. We will be doing streams and we will be doing videos. So what'll happen, like Heat's going to be moving to Las Vegas. I'm going to be moving to San Diego. So if I go and I find something in San Diego that's a point of interest that for the channel, maybe I'll throw on a short on the YouTube, and we can go on that and then build it up. Or some of these, if I have a feeling that some of them may be so long and drawn out, we may have to do them in chapters, and live streams in chapters or even videos.
Like episodes?
Yeah, episodes. Yeah. Like, I mean, I know someone that does. I watch a channel.
I'm sorry. Like with the distance between me and Jules, there'll be time that we will go together to collect information. But there'll be other times that like I might collect the pictures and the videos, and then we both will work behind the scenes to put the actual story together, or vice versa. It might be in San Diego and I might not be able to get up there that weekend. So he'll go collect all the pictures and the evidence and see what's going on there. And then we'll collaborate and come up with a story.
So yeah, and that a lot of times what you can do with StreamYard, which is the app that we're using now, we can actually pre-record the stream and then put it up later, so we can, and then you can even edit it out. I've done that. I know I have several friends that are working on other cold cases. I may talk to them about some of theirs, or they're not cold cases, just maybe extra victims of other cases that have been solved. I don't know. You guys were probably on my stream the other night at your end, Letty, where my friend Joe came on, and he actually has stuff that was Ted Bundy's. So we maybe contact him and get some information from him. And apparently in Utah, there was another body found that might be one of his victims.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because when was Ted Bundy arrested or anything? That was.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I think let's see. I'll Google it.
And a lot, I think, and he was like,
he was arrested. The first arrest was 1975. His second arrest was 1978. So that's be interesting if they linked it to him, because that's a long time. That's what, almost 40 years?
40 years, 40 years. And he was actually located in Utah. He was born in Vermont, and he was in Florida State Prison. But he lived in Utah for a while. Died in 1989. What? And Yeah, I see in the western states. I know he was in Utah and for a while. Yeah, Idaho, Utah, and Colorado.
Yeah, so he
So,
covered. I thought he covered some ground. He
hmm
was very like what they say. He was like very clean cut, and that's why you just don't ever know. You can't trust nobody till you get to know them because it's a perfect example. He was a clean cut guy, and he ended up being a serial killer.
hmm um, yeah. So yeah, they found something. Like I said, they found new remains out there. I mean, there's so many different people. It could be out there in Utah. It could be him. Um, there's been lately more cases right now out there that would um, that there could be. Um, so that will be an interesting one. I'd like to see what Joe comes up with, who who that other
Yeah,
person is. Um, Also, when it comes to paranormal, I do have a friend that uh, has been used for cases to be able to, and he was a police officer for a while on Disney property. So he's actually been used for cases because he has kind of some type of, you could say like telepathy, where he can actually feel spirits of other people. And he ran a B&B for a while, and before Airbnbs, regular bed and breakfast. And there was actually there was a hunting there, and he would actually be able to see the lady's spirit there. So I thought he would be a good resource too. I've already spoken with him. Uh,
yeah. I would also like to eventually. I'm gonna go back to my home state, but when I go see my parents, and I'd also like to do a little like some history things, like Gettysburg in the Civil
mhm.
War. They say that's haunted out there, so I'd like to get an episode done on that. And I will go down there and take pictures and everything. It's a very interesting place. I haven't been there in years, but it's very nice to visit.
We actually, when we talked about Salem witch trials, and I was talking a little bit about it on my channel, we actually had someone jump in and say that they're not directly in Salem. They're like a little bit outside of there. I
In
forgot.
Massachusetts, what are you talking about?
Yeah, yeah, the witch trials. Yeah.
Uh, I could find out for you. That's up north by me too.
Mhm.
But that's another cool place to go. Um, New
Yeah, this
Orleans
is,
is another place I'd like to
I got,
go.
guys, sir, this is Cerberus on this channel, okay? He's climbing around on the couch. You guys just saw him. Um, that's what we're calling Thomas on this channel.
And an FYI, which I'm surprised she's not here. She was up here before. I also have a Maine Coon that he's going to be called. She's Phoenix. It's a calico Maine Coon. I'm actually surprised she's being so well behaved because usually as soon as she sees me talking on the phone or on the computer, she's usually up here trying to walk on it and everything. But she's being good right now, so I don't want to disrupt her.
Yeah, Thomas just got up on or Cerberus just got up on the couch and laid down. See, there's my cooler. Can you hear that?
Yeah, see, I don't have nothing like that, and they insist. I'm telling you, come over here. It's like 90 degrees here, and they keep telling me no.
So Letty just put a comment in there for you.
Yeah, she's my baby. I can't. I don't know what she's doing. She's hot too. It's too hot in my house. That's why she's not. But yeah, she's 15 pounds, I think. She's a female, so that's pretty average size for her. She's such a love bug. Just, of course, she's afraid of everybody, though. Ask Jules, he knows that till she gets to know them. But she's just such a love bug. I don't think I could ever go back to a regular domestic cat after having her. She's so affectionate and so loving, and I just love her.
Yeah, that's how we came up with the. As you guys saw the thumbnail, um, AI does incredible things because I put in a big old description of what I wanted on there, and sure enough, it gave us what we got. I even put a Dalmatian and a Maine Coon cat, and it it came up with it. You know, um, so it's amazing what we have in the technology right there in that department.
Actually,
So
I'll tell you. So my Maine Coon is actually like a dog. She acts like a dog. She plays fetch. She follows me around. She rolls over so I could rub her belly. So yeah, she acts like a dog. So that's what's really interesting and unique about them.
yeah, and you guys, all of them know my Dalmatian, how he acts. Um, he can be riled up at one moment, and right now he is just sleeping like
Calm.
a baby.
Don't say that too
So
loud because you'll.
I'm gonna wake him up.
No, don't want to wake him up. What if he starts barking?
um, Thomas will remember. He won't wake up. He won't hear me.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it now. I forgot.
um, oh, you got a question here, Heather? Or Pete?
Are Maine Coons expensive? Yes, they're very expensive. I got her for free though. She was a queen, and the I worked with the breeder, and she didn't want her no more because she get like she had a litter of kittens, and the one kitten came out like disabled, so she didn't want her no more because she didn't think that she was going to be able to, I guess, produce her more kittens. Like she was afraid that the kittens would come out disabled, so she got her spayed. So she gave her to me. Um, I feel like I hit the lottery with her because I didn't pay nothing for. I did end up having to get her teeth pulled, which cost me about I think $3,800. But she's a wonderful cat. It's actually really sad though because like if I'm on like YouTube or not YouTube, like if I say I just Google a cat's meow or whatever, and she hears kittens crying, she like it's sad. She like almost like looks like she's looking for her kittens. So it's very sad. So I think she liked being a mother, but so yes, they are expensive, but I'm telling you though, they're worth every penny of it. They just have their own little personalities on them.
Yeah, it's like all dogs. I mean, the like the Dalmatian can be a high maintenance dog. They are a herding dog. That's why they're so uh, you know high strung. But people buy them for the wrong reason or adopt them for the wrong reasons. And unfortunately they end up deaf because people will inbreed them. So okay, so and then we're gonna try to stream. Are we gonna live streams? Are we gonna go for any specific day?
It's up to you. What were you thinking?
I'm wondering if we should keep them on Saturdays.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, I think we should keep them on Saturdays at the same time, or
How
maybe we
about
can.
7 p.m. because my
Yeah,
friends in Pennsylvania, they're 2 hours ahead of me.
yeah, we could do 7 p.m. I mean that works. That works with me. Um, Usually, yeah, and that's a lot of the time. That's one of the things you look at in the analytics is like what are good times. Once again, we do want to ask everyone, please do hit the like, subscribe, and jump into the chat box with us. Where we're looking to, this is our first stream. I do have my another channel, so but today we're just kind of introducing the channel. Like we've stated, it's going to be about hauntings, cold cases, uh, conspiracy theories, urban myths. You know, uh, some of them may trickle over in the part of my channel, although because I do have one little section on urban myths, but I've only done 2 videos on that. So maybe we can just bring them over here. I did
And
do like
we're not limited to that neither. If there's anything you
yeah,
want us to do, like October, we are going to look into doing something on domestic violence. Podcast on domestic violence. So there's like other things like, we're open minded to doing anything. If there's anything you want us to touch on, just let us know.
yeah. We could do just about every month has awareness for something. I know, like you said, you have domestic violence awareness. You have breast cancer awareness month. Also, or isn't that October also?
There's,
And
let me see. Breast cancer month.
then November's epilepsy awareness month.
Yeah, breast cancer is October 1st to October 31st.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so October, and then I know, I mean, they've kind of made it to the point where it's about every month has multiple things. I know
Yeah,
November,
diabetes is in November.
epilepsy awareness is November. So we'll kind of do, um, you know, we want to educate also on things like that, make people aware. Both of us do the same job, um, which we'd like to advocate in our job for the people we work for. Um, and my subs know what I do for work, so um, they know, um, so they can, like I said, we do the same thing. So, um, but um, what
So
topic are we?
yeah, I was just gonna read. What topic are you most excited to research? Um, for me, I like psychological crime and stuff like that. I like, the suspense and like trying to figure out who did it, if they did it, or like I like all that stuff. What about you, Jules?
Well, me, I'm big into the UAPs, uh, as they call them now, the unidentified uh, aerial phenomenon. I'm big into the alien culture, as you guys can see. You guys know the name of my channel, Area 5P1. Um, and this kind of came in, I would, from being a big Star Wars fan since 1977. And then the 51 has always been a significant number. I do actually have a video on my channel about that. You want to go back and look for it. Um, but so that's how the whole 51 thing came about. And then uh, it's become a thing about aliens been uh, kind of a thing in my life. For my subs, I've talked about it before about my epilepsy. One time I was going to have a seizure and started talking about aliens to my ex. And so since then, they've been nicknamed the aliens. Um, So, or like if I'm looking the wrong way, she would say, "Oh, you're looking alienated." So it was just that's why the UAPs were always big too, because my uncle and my grandfather had ranches, and many people saw UAPs in that area.
I also like hauntings too. Like I like, when I go to Vegas, they say there's certain casinos that are haunted, so I'd like to investigate that. There was a mob person, what was it, Bugsy Siegel, I think, that was murdered down there, and they say he haunts the Flamingo. So I would like to go there and see that. And Tupac, they say he haunts down there, so I'd like to go see, if I get anything when I go there. And other hotels and stuff are like, they say they feel like chilling effects and stuff when they're in there. And they'll, like, somebody reported that they seen something the one time. Him and his wife both seen somebody, an old lady, sit on a chair and like win money. But then when they went over by her, she was not there and there was no winnings. But they both seen the same thing. So
Yeah,
I like that kind of
that you would. My friend Randy has an experience like that. He's the one I told you that speaks, can see other spirits and stuff.
yeah.
And he has some pretty good stories. I think we should. Uh, he would be a good interview for this channel because he's got some excellent stories about seeing people, and I think
Is
he
there
would
any
be.
topic you would like us to touch on, Letty, that would interest you?
Hauntings are another one for me. I like because there was a lot of haunted places in San Diego, like the Hotel Del. There is one haunted room. She committed suicide, I believe. Um, and it's been a topic on many episodes of TV shows that are in San Diego. Uh, it's in fact even Baywatch of all TV shows to bring up. Um, uh, and it is a very nice hotel. I would have to do the research to figure out the room number, and I think it would be cool to reserve it for one night.
And so,
And
Letty's telling us that she likes the cold case murders are interesting. Yeah, I hope you join us when we do the Bone Collector because I think you'll be interested in that. It's pretty interesting.
yeah, the memorial was interesting. I've got photos and video from that. We'll be putting up in our stream next week. I will do like a little. Uh, I can do like a little slideshow that we can put in here. I've played with this. You guys saw obviously when we did the show with Megan, how I did a little slideshow. Now this app is pretty user friendly, so it's once you figure it out, it's fun. So here we go. The Hotel del Coronado is well known for its reported hauntings, and the most prominent ghost being Kate Morgan. Yeah, I remember that. She is said to have died by unaliving herself in at the hotel in 1892, and her spirit is believed to linger there. Guests and staff have reported various paranormal occurrences, including sightings of shadowy figures, unexplained noises, and objects moving on their own. The hotel even offers guided ghost tours. I didn't know that. Focus on Kate Morgan and reported paranormal activity. And it does kind of go through the room numbers a little bit, but I know they've changed them multiple times. It's starting to get dark. I can tell.
Oh, what did it just get dark outside like that? I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to last because my computer's going, my battery's just about dead, which is
Is
odd
it?
because I hardly That was crazy. Like it went from light to darkness like within minutes.
Well, it's still light outside. I can see straight out this curtain, and it's still light outside. But it got super dark in my.
Well, it's outside my house. It got darker
Yeah, it's
outside.
darker, but and yes, we live in the same apartment building. We live one hall away from each other, so that's why we can compare notes here. Another place in San Diego is the Whaley House. Um, actually, we stopped by there one time, and a friend of mine got possessed by something. Remember, if you're just stopping by here, please do jump in the chat box with us. This is our first stream. We're just talking about how our new channel here. I'm Jules. This is Heat over here, and we will be talking about different types of paranormal activity, hauntings, UAPs, just a strange phenomenon throughout our, that you see talked about. We are going to next week be covering a cold case that is here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where we both live. And we should probably be a pretty cool time. We actually went, so like I said earlier, it's kind of, we went today to film for next week, which will be the past, when we show the footage. So we jumped in our DeLorean, but we we had lots of fun. There was an interesting memorial. Yes, they are. He found these about this one. I hadn't known much about it, and I started doing some research on my end last night. We, I pulled some up on, just typed in AI, gave me a little generalized, basic summary. It gave me the names of all the people, the two persons of interest, and today we went to the memorial, and all these people's names were there. And from what I understood, there's another couple of possible
6. I think it's 6.
six
Don't quote me. 6. This
other.
certain type of community of people that were murdered, missing, that they never found bodies. They're not sure if it's linked to this, but there's a good possibility it is, because they went missing around the same time that these other girls went missing.
So yeah,
And it was one unborn baby too. One unborn child.
And we don't want many spoilers, but it'll be a lot more detailed next week. They did also have a memorial to the dog that found the first phone. I thought that was awesome. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules and Heat. This is our premiere live stream on this channel. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Jump into the chat box with us. We are just, getting this channel started. Today we're just mainly reviewing what the channel is about, not so much about any cases this week. A lot of our research will be, looking up however we can on different sites. One thing I've found out that's pretty interesting in here, if we were to do UAPs, of course, there's the infamous Roswell one that everybody knows about. There's been ones. There is one in Socorro, New Mexico, nice little town. I know someone that is originally from Socorro, and but the sheriff there has seen some, and they say you can actually go talk to him. He'll give you stories. I think that would be another cool thing to do, is to, talk to him. Um, and it would be a fun. Um, uh, I've gone out to Roswell before, but I didn't get to go during the day. They have all these little museums and stuff that people have made. Obviously, it's a marketing gimmick, but I think it would be fun. Another thing, you know what? I just came up with another one. Do you know about what the chupacabra is?
The little like rat type thing.
It's the chupacabra is it's like, I don't know. They say it's kind of like a mythological creature. It
Oh, okay.
it
No, I'm thinking of the capybars or whatever. You know, those little. They're actually really nice animals.
No, the
That's what I
chupacabra.
thought.
Let me explain to you, because the description's pretty. A lot of people, and then there's many places it's been seen. I think that this myth came around mainly in Puerto Rico. Correct me if I'm right, wrong, Yadira. I'm not sure. And this one, it says the chupacabra is and this is through AI here on Google, is a legendary creature popularized in folklore, particularly in the Americas. It's described as a blood-sucking beast that attacks livestock, primarily goats, and it's often depicted with reptilian features, spines, and glowing eyes. While there's no specific evidence of its existence, stories and purported sightings continue to circulate. So it's kind of like a Sasquatch type of thing, just looks more lizard-like. They say it's got glowing red eyes. This has been for a while. I think, like I said, yeah. So Yadira, this is right up your alley. She's from Puerto Rico. It started in the mid '90s. I remember mid '90s is when I heard first about it, about '94. And yeah, it started in Puerto Rico. But it's actually been seen out in Florida. And at one state park, they say they've seen it there. My daughter and I went and camped there. We were trying to, have fun with it. We're doing it between a swim meet, and it was fun. And it's been seen throughout the states. So we could do La Llorona. That's another Spanish one. And that's a haunting. And I have cousins that say they have heard her before. And what are you looking at?
For me, I'm just my one friend from Tennessee is watching, but she sent me a picture of what you were talking about, the
Chupacabra?
Yeah, and I told her to put it in the chat, but she don't know how to. So,
I can actually put it. Hold on, I can probably. I don't know if we can send it in the chat, but I can probably put it on the screen really easy.
I'm having a problem here. My battery's going dead on my laptop. I have no idea why.
What's that?
My battery's going dead on my laptop. I don't know how much more it's going to hold out.
Okay.
I don't know why it's going dead, because I wasn't on it all day.
But you did take it up with us to the up there, and it wasn't plugged in.
Let me go get my plug.
Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules and Heat. please do hit a like, subscribe to the channel. We welcome everyone in here. Yeah, she did, Letty. That is true. And please do jump into the comment box, give us suggestions. We are open to everything. We just ask that there, no, spamming or hate comments in the comments. We're trying, just keep it respectful for everybody. And we try to we want to focus on topics in here. I'm going to see if I can throw up a chupacabra in here. I could probably load it from my phone to my computer.
Sorry. Let's see if I can get. I gotta find the plug for it.
No problem. Okay. Ooh. Let's see. It's just so many depictions of it. Finding a good one is always hard because this is more like this is more the depiction I've heard. Something like this. Yeah, because you could tell because it was it was you weren't getting as like there wasn't as much light in there. It looks like
see. I'm gonna go type about whoever drowned their kids.
yeah, that's La Llorona. That's a good one. Yeah, I don't know what happened to her husband, Letty. That's a good. I've known about her, that she drowned her kids, and then she goes around hunting everywhere, calling for her children.
So this that we're talking about here, this isn't an actual case. This is like an urban myth.
Mm-hmm. It's a Mexican one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good one. It's very popular over there. So many people will will talk about it all the time. I have family that have said they've seen her. So let's see here.
My cat has come to visit me. I'm trying to. Oh, she's not coming up here though. Come here. You want to meet some people? Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, yeah.
That's a chupacabra.
Ooh.
That's one depiction of it. There's many depictions of it. So it says it just, and they say it's like almost like a vampire type deal where it will, and cabra means goat. Chupa means suck. So basically, it means that's why they call it the goat sucker, because it's supposed to drain all the blood out of them. They're found without any blood in many places. If you ever heard of the Montauk Monster, they thought it was one of them.
So Letty wants to know, do we know what happened to her husband? So this Lalondra, and I know I'm not saying it right. So I'm reading here that her husband's infidelity is a key element leading to her tragic events. He either abandons her for another woman or engages in affairs, causing La Lorna immense grief and rage. This betrayal
So
fuels her descent
on the
into madness.
so just so when you see those double L's there, that's a
Yeah.
Y. That's a Y sound. So it's La Llorona.
So Lyrona,
La
Lyrona,
Llorona.
Larona.
Yeah. So basically, that means she's crying.
Yeah.
That's why
So
they.
this is all her husband's fault then that she did that. Basically what
Why?
it's saying.
No, it's um. There's a lot of good ones like that. Then there's in Mexico has a lot of good ones. They have La Llorona, Chupacabra is popular over there. Um, El Cucuy is another one that's one thing you always hear about as a kid in Mexico. But that's just kind of another like urban myth. Um, here we go. Yeah, see, mythical creature or monster, essentially the boogeyman used to frighten children into good behavior. That's a Mexican one. That's one I grew up with.
I grew up with like Bloody Mary and stuff like that. Anybody familiar with that one?
Yeah, my daughters always talked
Yeah.
about it.
hmm I was so scared of that when I was young.
That if you said it 3 times, she would appear.
Uh-huh. And what's that other one? The 13th elevator? What is it? The elevator game? Remember the elevator game? It's like, but they say like people did it and they like actually died or something from it. Let me see.
I've never heard of that one.
Let me.
And then
Yeah, I
there's
think it's like something with the 13th floor.
well, there's usually never a numbered 13th floor in buildings.
There usually isn't, but when I lived in Tennessee, my apartment was the 13th floor, and Ashley's watching us, but she don't know how to comment. She could verify for me because she was over my apartment. But I really
It,
don't care though. Just because you take the number
it,
13 out, it's still the 13th floor if it's up 13. Don't you agree?
it's still the 13th floor. Is she over at the live stream? Is she on her phone or
She's messaging me comments, but she don't know how to get it in there. She's pretty
down
good
at the
with.
bottom? There's a little box that says post a comment. Just put her cursor in there.
See, she's not. Do you hear that, Ashley? You could TV on YouTube.
Oh, TV on YouTube. So if she's yeah, she can be yeah. That's the only other way. Because if she's using her phone, she could comment through the phone. She can hit a like on the with her phone. Hit a double. Um,
But you know what though, Julian, though, that this came up, this elevator game, we're gonna I think we're gonna do a thing on
Trial.
it because it's a horror and a supernatural suspense. And they actually there's actually a movie about it.
Is there?
Yeah, there's a movie about it. It's okay, so the rules of the elevator game: riding the elevator in a building with at least 10 floors. Okay, so the third I was wrong about the 13th floor. And the sequence is the fourth floor, second floor, sixth floor, second floor, 10th, and finally the fifth floor. On the fifth floor, A woman may enter the elevator. If so, she should not be acknowledged. Pressing on the first floor button after the fifth floor should ideally take the player to the 10th floor, indicating a successful travel. But I guess if you look at the lady, bad things will happen. So you can't acknowledge her presence.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the player must be alone on the elevator, or this ritual is considered to have failed. Um, and that you have to press them in this following order: 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, and then 5. The woman on the fourth enters the elevator on the fifth floor. She should not be acknowledged or spoken to. The final step after the fifth floor, the player should push the first button. The dimensions shift. If the elevator goes to the 10th floor instead of the first, it's believed the player has successfully entered another dimension. If it fails, if the elevator goes to the first floor, the ritual is said to have failed. So I don't I don't know. I just remember that. I don't think I played that game. But now here in Reddit things it's saying do not play the elevator games. Words of a big time skeptic. So it's an urban legend type thing.
Right.
So it's interesting. But we're not gonna play that game though. Yeah, we might talk about it on YouTube, but we're not gonna play that game.
So welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like, subscribe, jump into the chat box. Looks like we got about 4 viewers going on right now. So let's see. If you have any questions about what our channel would be, like we've said we've been talking about paranormal activity, UAPs, hauntings, and then we're also going to include other material we talked about, such as, celebrating certain things like awareness of certain things. I always like to include on my channel. I talk about. I always give the crisis line number in case people are in a crisis.
Yes.
We
also have the veteran crisis line also.
Well, yeah. So they're both 988,
Okay.
and the veteran if it's a veteran, it is the 988 and press 1. And that's if you're feeling sad, confused, or angry, down depressed, or hopeless, worried about your safety or the safety of someone else, worried about drug or alcohol abuse, or just having some concerns in your mind and need to talk to someone. They can guide you to what you need to do. If you need to, go further, they might tell you, go to a therapist, then they might recommend where to go. And that's one thing I always say on my channel. I can just suggest to use this. I am not the person that'll solve your concerns, but we can talk about them. Okay, and so let's see, how long have we been going here? Let's go. 103. About an hour and 4 minutes. I wish I could see analytics on this one.
So I'm answering Letty's problem or question. If I know who Kim Porter was, I didn't, but I just Googled her, and she's an American model and actress.
Oh, she just came up in one of my streams the other day. It was weird. Is this the one that they told me about the other day?
It looks like she passed away November 15, 2018. A death from pneumonia at age 47. And yeah, the autopsy was a result of lobar pneumonia. Her death is mysterious. She supposedly died on pneumonia of pneumonia. Yeah, I see that. We could do an episode on that, Jules.
Yeah, we can. I'm
Oh, she
looking at
was
her
okay. So she dated P Diddy. Is
Diddy.
that?
That's what I'm saying right now.
But they never got married. Huh.
And
She had 4 children. Oh, did she have children with him?
children, four, including Quincy Brown and King Combs. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm.
lobar pneumonia. So it doesn't say what lobe though. Was it like left lower lobe or right lower lobe?
47 is pretty young to die of pneumonia. I mean, it can happen, but not to a normal, healthy person. That usually don't happen.
Mm, yeah, I know. It's
Brittany Murphy would be another good one. Didn't Brittany Murphy? Didn't they say she? Let me see. I think they said she died of pneumonia too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, same same type of pneumonia with Brittany Murphy and her husband. It's pretty strange because Brittany Murphy was pretty young.
so the thing you can look we can look at there and see if there's a pattern. Try to tie them
There is
together.
more. You need to look into it. Okay, so Letty wants us to do that. We can do that. And now that this is all coming up, I do think I read stuff about this because I know Brittany Murphy and um her death was definitely mysterious and like
So the thing would be this will be the one these three to put together and like you know how you do it with the pictures on the wall and put the strings and
yeah, like a
because
detective, like a
yeah because
I
you're
but so I just want to make a disclaimer too. This is for entertainment purposes only.
not unless we find something.
Yeah. Well, then we'll
Yeah.
end up with ammonia.
You know, I mean, you never know what you may find.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
do agree though. I think we should look into this one because it was like, and I didn't they, if I'm not mistaken, did they think Brittany Murphy's mom had something to do with it also?
hmm I'm not sure. Oh, she's popping up. Like I
Okay,
typed that B
it's saying
BRI.
okay, so it's saying it was not caused by her mother.
Ooh, and she was at Cedar Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles. And that's a good hospital. Tell you that.
Well, it's we'll have to do some research on it.
No,
What's that?
she was in a relationship with Kushner,
Who's that? Brittany Murphy, and I think she dated Eminem too, if I'm not.
Ashton Kushner, and
Yeah,
he's like he's been known for him and what was the other guy? The guy that played that ended up going to jail from that '70s shows, Danny Masterson, and who's he? And then the guy that played Fez, the foreign exchange student. That's why he was called Fez. Did you know that? Um, those three were bullies on the street. Yeah, she dated Eminem.
So look at this. So the pathology who did her autopsy died. A second forensic person had to do the autopsy.
Well, and then they say it's secondary factors of severe non-deficiency anemia, which is, for, like there was, she needed a blood transfusion basically. Multiple drug intoxication, including hydrocodone, narcotic, which is a narcotic.
Yeah.
Got Tylenol, but that and L-methamphetamine, L-methamphetamine, methamphetamine, and she had a lot on board. She had a cocktail.
Of let's see what was found in Brittany Murphy's system.
That was hers. Yeah, that was her
That was
cocktail.
Brittany Murphy's.
Mm-hmm. Hydrocodone,
Let me look up. Let's see what.
Tylenol. So she killed. So like, whether she was killed or it was suicide, I mean, that was her liver right there. Boom. Tylenol will kill the
Yeah,
liver.
but there is. But I'm telling you, there was more to that story.
And
There's.
methamphetamine. Oh, she's at the memorial park by where my mom's twin sister's at. You know what? We should visit Forest Lawn.
Should what?
We should go to Forest Lawn. You need to come to San Diego to visit. We'll drive up to LA and we'll go to Forest Lawn. That's a big memorial park, and a lot of famous people are buried there. Brittany Murphy's there, but my mom's twin sister has her ashes are there. Walt Disney's ash or his memorial is there. His body's there. Yeah. Contrary to popular belief, you guys, I'll I'll give you this because I know it's an urban myth that he's been frozen in cryogenically, Walt Disney, but it's not true. I've seen his mausoleum.
His what?
Basically, the mausoleum where they have him buried. Basically,
Yeah.
Walt Disney's in the same one in the same area as my aunt. There's a lot of baseball players, and Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is somewhere hiding around there. I know
Oh,
his.
yeah.
So most people think that Disney's frozen somewhere. They can bring him back to life. But this place, Forest Lawn, would be interesting if we get into stories that when we find that they're at Forest Lawn, we can go. And Forest Lawn's kind of scary at night too. I was also seeing if she was in any productions by my cousins, but doesn't. None. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules and Heath. Please do leave a like and subscribe down below. Jump into the chat box with us. We are doing our first live stream today. We are kind of doing the introduction to the channel. We're kind of reviewing a few, suggestions that have been given to us, and kind of has like started a big web of different cases, hauntings, um, paranormal activity that we do want to look into. Of course, all this is going to be just stuff that we've researched. We're not going to be trying to uh, investigate them to the point where we're going to be doing, trying to solve them. We just want to kind of find the facts that we can find and just talk about them here. We want to have fun. We do want to travel around the country doing some of these. A lot of these cases will be things we've seen throughout history and heard talked about multiple times on TV, or just folklore we hear. We started off with our first one today. Already starting our research, which we will talk about next week here on the stream at 7 o'clock. So it will be a good one to watch. That'll be our first case. We will do probably a little research and do a slideshow with it on here.
Any questions?
Okay, so what we're going to do is probably start signing out. One of the things, like we said, we will always take suggestions. If you guys know of any case, any type of urban myth or paranormal activity that you may want to know about on here, hauntings, stuff like that, that we can research, even maybe travel to the site, and have some fun with it. We will take those suggestions. And what we can do is, well, just from here on, I will say, do you have anything to close off with?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
I'd like to thank everybody for joining us, and I hope to see you guys again on our next episode.
So we're going to start signing out. I do want to say thanks everyone for joining us here. This will be, the channel will hopefully, will start growing. Come watch us here. We'll, have some, next week we'll actually have a slide presentation and looking more into this New Mexico bone collector case. It'll be lots of fun. It will be live.
Yeah, we'll be live.
Yeah, because like I said, I will make a slide presentation here because I have a Google Chromebook, and it's perfect to use a Google Chromebook with this app to make a slide presentation. I can do slides on Google, just like doing a PowerPoint. And then we will, talk about that case. If you guys want to look into it and, have some, a little bit of a preview on it, that's fine. And thank you for joining us here on this first live stream. I know first time around, it's always, hard on the intro, but we do appreciate everybody that's been here. Please do hit a like, subscribe. I can't say that enough. You know, when you are, and this time around, I will say, please do like, subscribe, and please comment in the comment box. We will be, and then next week we will be adding additional videos that will reference the case that we will be talking about. So that's what I have for tonight. We will be closing off. As we did state earlier, any crisis, please do call the 988 crisis line. I do this on my other channel every night. I can't state it enough. So please, once again, have a great night, and thank you for joining us here.
Thank you, everybody.